All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, it's Walker Buehler. Chris, you don't have to dig too deep into the numbers to see how good he's been.
Oh, he's been nearly untouchable, kind of a silent assassin out there. They haven't been able to scratch anything off of this guy. So look for him to do the same thing today. Maybe go the distance, maybe hand it over to the bullpen at the end and try to get that W.
Left-hand batter waits. Ball one there. On its way to the corner. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Right side. Gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Zingy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Fernando Tatis Jr. with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
One out, runner at second. Jurickson Profar now at the plate, looking for his first big league hit right here. That one's in there, and that's strike one. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Man at second. That's down and in. A slider missed. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And gone! And that should quiet this home crowd. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So one out, nobody on. And now it's Manny Machado. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Machado out of the play.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the kid, Jackson Merrill. His first major league hit happened in Korea during the Seoul series with the Padres.
Nearly 7,000 miles away from his hometown of Baltimore. He had to travel across the world for his first career hit, but I think that makes it even more special, Boog. What a cool moment that was for him.
Fastball for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And downstairs. To right. Betts on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the hill in this one, Joe Musgrove. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Enrique Hernandez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
One out, bases empty. Up the middle, Bogarts handles the chance, tosses to first, and Betts is gone. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. 1-1 now.
That's ball 2.
And another ball.
3 balls.
Teoscar Hernandez hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Freeman will take his base.
Ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the 2nd now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And that's in for a strike. Bogaerts in his 11th season, 31 years old, and he was born in Aruba. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. And that one hit to first. And
batting seventh, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
now here's Jake Cronenworth. Wouldn't chase that time. Just missed. And the right-hander deals. That's out to center field. Edman in position. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eighth, the first baseman.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Donovan Solano. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in L.A., stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Off the mark there. 1-1. Up the middle. Slings to first and quickly one away in the second.
That is good. The catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that one fouled off. The Padres leading by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering misses down and away. The pitch. Gloves it on the dive. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. My goodness, Singy. That was a great diving stop, and maybe even a better throw.
Yeah, this out is all about athleticism. I mean, this guy did a great job knocking it down on the dive, but he doesn't get the out without the cannon of a throw. That was just impressive all around.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs. Out to center. Merrill settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. The wide to kick the pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The 1-1. Check swing, no appeal. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Arise takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. A double and a run scored his first time up. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that one is lifted in the air. Betts on the move. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Now left.
Profar climbs in on that left side. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's outside. Ball 1. And that's a strike. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Profar gets a piece there. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Tosses the first, and that is the inning. Padres leave a pair, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Musgrove back to work. Popped up. Settles underneath it. Corrals it. And there's 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Miguel
Count 1-0.
Rojas at the plate now. That's ball one. The Padres up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Liner, base hit. Miguel Rojas with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Kike Hernandez.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Grounded out to short in his first trip. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And Mookie takes. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Mookie Betts with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Walked his first time. Outside low. Ball 1. Two outs.
Inside, ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And he deals. And there's the strike to the outside corner. And it's 2-1. On the ground. They get the force. 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Here at Chavez Ravine, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jackson Merrill. The wind of the pitch. Just missed.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
In the air on the infield, Muncy under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Man, Dodger Stadium is so beautiful. Really a gorgeous place to play baseball. The weather is always perfect. You know, Tommy Lasorda managed the Dodgers for more than 20 seasons, and he called this place blue heaven on earth. You and I, we had the privilege of walking past the Vin Scully broadcast booth and many times seeing him in there getting ready for a ball game. When I think of this place, I think of Vin Scully.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Xander Bogaerts with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ball one, no strikes. Buehler looked to first. Bogarts dives back. And a foul ball. And the pitch. So now 1-2.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
The pitch. Swings through it for the K. Nice job behind the plate there.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low and get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Stepping in for San Diego, Donovan Solano. Grounded out his first time up. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that'll do it. Padres lead one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4, down to left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. The line of the pitch. That catches the corner.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Muncy stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And there's a ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Good eye in that spot.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And he couldn't come up with it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
One gone runner at first. And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's in the air, fairly deep to right field. Tatis makes a nice running catch. Tommy Edman at the plate. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Good eye right there. Gavin Lux waiting for a turn at the plate. Three and two. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Three-two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hard ground ball. Base knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Tommy Edman with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
First and second, 2 down. And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch just misses. And another ball. Muncy, the lead runner, out at second. Edman at first. 2 out of the inning. Hammer down the line. Hit the extra bases. 1 run's in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. It's 2-2. Gavin Lux with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
So 2 down. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right field. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. The wind of the pitch.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first. 1 away here in the 5th. So the batting order turns over. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Arias, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in for a strike. just missed. That one called a strike, and the count is 1-2. One down, base is empty. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Foul ball. That one in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Kike Hernandez. Here comes a pitch. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
In the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Now the right field.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball. That one missed. Foul ball there. And the 3-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Now here is Freddie Freeman. Strike 1.
0-1.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. And forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off. I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. kicks and fires.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So you showed up late to this one. You missed out on a big moment early on.
Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
And that's ball 1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And that's
in.
off
Ball 2.
the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Brusdar Graterol preparing to come on if needed. Ohtani getting cranked up as well. Check swing, but he went too far. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Profar gets a piece there. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And there's 1 down. Here's Manny Machado now. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way to bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the